Hello, everybody. I mean, Sush, and anyone watching this. It's time once again for Written Wednesday, where I will eventually have to go back through and count everything to tally how many of these episodes I have already done. But since I'm stockpiling these in advance, and this won't matter for quite some time, let's get down to it. I actually have managed to get a decent amount of writing done here. I forget where specifically we left off. I think it was somewhere around here, and Sush had pointed out she didn't like... Sush made a very important point. I'm assuming it was located at the top of your head. It was sometime around here where you didn't like meat creature, so I changed it to meat puppet for now. Just to appease the Sush until I think of something better. So, in the meantime, there's a bit of a problem. I had written down here notes on my one page here for the Valentine's Day thing from the restaurant. I started jotting notes on the back of. Hostage speaks to Maud. Well, I forgot what I wanted to have him say, and that's quite alright, because, to be honest, it didn't really stick to me to begin with, so that's a key component, a cornerstone of writing. We're gonna roll with the punches as we forget things. Instead of meat creature, I give you kabobling. I don't know, that sounds like something like parents of the 50s would say. Oh, don't you go kabobling now with that young scooter boy. I don't know, kabobling. That strikes... I'm gonna have to process that one for a little. Snackling. Snackling, I'm not totally against. For some reason, why the heck? I swear, these earbuds, they just migrate and show up. I don't need them, but... So, in the meantime... Here's some of the progress we got done. I might read a little bit more later, but for now, let's just focus on making some progress. Because I'd like eventually one of these streams to involve a different chapter, or maybe some different characters at the very least. Writing is slow, I'm slower. And Return of the Coke Zero. I've been very good about minding how much I've been having, so today is a treat. I'm just going to read over this bit here. And I was a little late starting the recording today, but that is because of something special that's going to be happening that I have planned with a friend of mine, the Character Consultory. And I highly recommend going and speaking with her and enjoying her content and videos. Hopefully, if I remember, and I'm going to make a legitimate effort and a note to remember for this video to link to Character Consultory. Because she has an absolutely amazing channel. She does absolutely amazing work with her videos. And if you like seeing writing come together and the art of putting together characters and just analyzing them on a detailed basis, or any of the multitude of other content she does, I think you will be very happy with what she does. The only recurring character in these streams. Well, you know, I'd like to think I'm a cool guy. The 40s tie keeps coming back. And there's a special guest tonight. We have our fancy chalice. Hopefully I can summon my inner writer here by looking the part, and I'll just through osmosis write something. I'll look so convincing that Muse will just sort of stop and stand by. good luck with that. No, oh, well, you know, I've been through worse interrogations. I'm trying to tough it out, Sush, but oh, you know, you know, you know. Fancy. Yes, I feel completed. And here comes the slow, silent part of me reading to want to try and recapture my mojo. And I don't know if this helps anyone else, but for certain moments when I'm writing, I'll narrate what I'm reading in another voice. Like, I don't know if you've listened to audiobooks and heard any of those celebrities take and go over a book. There's one I really like, the narrator for War of the Worlds. It's the one before Liam Neeson, because I know Liam Neeson voiced this, and they used recycled versions of those audio tracks for like the soundtrack. But whoever it was before that, I can't remember his name. But hearing his voice go back and read over some of this, it inspires you. So whatever little things might inspire you, you might give that a try. Try and read it in someone else's voice in your head and see what you think of it. I didn't say there's something written at the bottom of the Graal. And you've been... the Graal. Grail, I think you mean. And you've been drinking Coke Zero from a chalice. No, unfortunately, it's water. At least that's what I tell everybody, because to me this looks an awful lot like a Romulan ale container. But that's just me. I love that noise. Like, I don't drink any alcohol whatsoever, but I adore that noise. Because it puts me in mind of the Three Stooges whenever they were mixing their concoctions, and you'd get that kind of noise. Better before. Best Buy date. Alright. Alright, well, speaking of the Coke Zero, let's just... watch me just infinitely drink for the... You know those weird mukbang videos that were popping up? This is the opposite. I just drink infinitely. No, I did not. Alright. Just save there because this is important business, of course. Save whenever. Hope to goodness you make some progress. Got it. Got it in one. As you hand me, you'll finally get to work. Yeah, no, it's like putting down a Mimi or Old Yeller. I don't have the heart to do it. But no, I'm slowly building my concentration to just focus. No, I know that's the line you're going to take out of take out of context. I'm slowly building my ability to concentrate as well as maintain some level of activity in the chat. Because I don't want to feel like I'm neglecting anybody there. But at the same point in time, like, another thing is I'm terrible for, like, I guess searching for distractions. It's difficult to want to write something like this, so there comes a bit of ease of just like, well, I'll get to that later. I'll do this. It's the art of procrastination refined by the fanciest of lads. But who knows? Thank God I don't drink, because I'm getting ready to refill again. And if I drank, I don't know, Klingon blood wine or Romulan ale at the same frequency I'm downing this water, I'm pretty sure I would be dead yesterday. Drink out of a fancy glass. Drink like I've been dehydrating out in the middle of the Sahara. There we go. The Sahara, not the Sierra. The Sahara, with all the manners of a louse or a grub. Since nobody is here to laugh at my great jokes, I'll try to talk about writing, or whatever this channel is supposed to be about. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? Alright. Active fibers. Have you tried writing with music before? Yes, actually, when I'm not streaming, something I'll do more often than not is I'll queue up music to want to listen to. Especially if it can connect to the mood that I'm trying to convey. That way, it feels more cinematic to me. If that helps, like, it helps bridge that gap that it's not something I'm laboring and writing on. It's something I'm enjoying and watching on television. Like, it's its own thing, and it helps sort of, I guess, keep me on point. I find that putting in sad music in the background makes you write much sadder stuff. Well, yeah, you kind of connect to the emotion, I guess. Sayo! Hey! Oh, where'd you go? Pops in for just a second. Users! Well, she was here for a second. God bless her. Here's one. Hey, there she is! And Nikolai! How about that? We're getting people in here. Does he know his camera's frozen? No, I don't. Also, hello, Harry Potter Professor Reject. Please, Oh god, please tell me it's just a matter of like Sayo didn't know to want to click the play button. Please, please tell me we have one of the. Yes, I needed that in my life. Hey, shut up. I ain't saying a thing. I just got my... Not saying a thing, just sitting here being a complete smeghead with my fancy little glass. We're like artist and interior designer of my furry airline. Oh, I've been recruited! Apparently this is Communist Paw Airway. I've just sort of been... You work for state now. This is your job. You be happy. But seriously, I do puns. Polly. Oh. No. That is a step too far. No. I smite thee. I smite thee, and I get myself another drink of water. Why'd you remove her pun? Because I'm not ready to die at 26. There are some puns that are too rough even for me. Oh, the police. Police. This is the moment when I go from writing to just everything in my chat is just written exclusively in Owu speak. Out of a goblet for reasons of being fancy and pretentious. Like a... Sayo, don't encourage her, please. Thank you, Nikolai. I can always trust you to just fling Terminal 12 cancer right into the base of my spine. But for any of you, moving topics away from just giving me a terminal illness, and a reminder to everyone in the chat to keep it PG, because I do upload these to YouTube. PG, Sush! PG! There will be something for all of you who follow my YouTube channels to look for, or channel to look forward to, as I'm working with a friend to want to get a video out. It's like Musifer. Musifer. Okay, nope, I'm ejecting. Just watch my channel. There's going to be something fun that comes out very soon. That's going to be a video filmed by my friend. I'm actually collaborating with a friend of mine, the Character Consultory, and I'm hopefully going to get her permission to want to re-upload it over on my channel. If not, I'll just link to her and make an announcement when she does it. But I highly recommend following her, and she does detailed commissions for like the psych profiles of your characters. They make very entertaining videos. So keep an eye out for that, and I'm going to try and recluse myself into the words on the page to avoid the raging tire fire in the chat that happens when Sesra isn't here to be cute, adorable, and distracting. I'll think about it. I'm lazy. You know, good on you for being honest, Sayo. You be you, boo. Is my spell check just off? Could you share... could you share with the Epic Blue Cabot on where we left off in Infinity Quest? Sure, just let me know when he gets here. Yeah, I'm cute, adorable, and distracting. Oh god, we have a return to the Sayo Gur, the ultimate hybrid of Gur and Sayo. All right, so since we're getting people all together here, I'm going to scroll up and we're going to recover where we were a little bit last time and where we're getting to be now. Let me just make a complete another fool of myself. I still don't know what a cabbit is, but I will forever think it means cabbage. No, it means a rabbit and cat hybrid. A fusion of the two. And even better than either. "You play rough, meat puppet," sneered the bull as he took a moment to recover his breathing. "Here, try this game," the bull continued, punctuating his words by heavily slamming his hand down onto the ankles of the commando before he could right himself. Out of instinct, Oxide 20 was already grabbing for his combat knife, but between the crushing grip and the sudden display of strength, the human commando would find himself rapidly approaching the sturdy trunk of a tree. It took only a single motion for the bull to raise the fallen soldier from the ground and to cast him nearly 50 feet behind him, quickly dropping to a knee to avoid several incoming neutron beams. "Follow!" would come his command as he lurched himself forward, making the start of his charge for the tree line. Admittedly no more bright than the first bull, the others would quickly catch on to the prevailing thought. While the weapons, the armor, and the personal barriers and the other equipment would make them a considerable obstacle, what was using that equipment would remain the same. Okay, let's. No, I'm going to take that from the top. Admittedly no more bright than the first bull, the others would quickly catch on to the prevailing thought. While the weapons, the armor, the personal barriers, and other equipment would make them a considerable obstacle, the beings using that equipment would remain the same. They needed only to get within arm's length to remind them why they were the apex of their planet. Furry jokes. Still think Meat Puppet should be renamed Snackling or Numbnuts. Numbnuts just sounds like you're saying numbnuts. Okay, continuing. With the unified strength of the Navy officers and ESG, the Bulls and remaining Rolfians were quickly falling to the wall of unyielding opposition. Excuse me. Felt like I had to sneeze. Each second would draw on for what felt like tense minutes as, with little cover, the thick-hided foes would attempt to mount as much resistance as they could in an increasingly desperate frenzy. The agents still being behind them, however, were only assuring that their fight was quickly ending. The only thing prolonging their struggle was their resilience against the sidearms of the Navy personnel. A berserk wail tore through the first bull as the others wrestled to free themselves of the commando's efforts. Heavy clawed feet would smash into armored stomachs and torsos, looking to gore whatever had fallen beneath them, as some managed to break away. The sounds of their allies being overpowered and outmaneuvered, punctuated. I feel like I've used punctuated too much. Punctuated behind them with a. Let's see if we can't find something better than that. Interposed behind them with a chirp of human weaponry. I like that. Yeah, I know, Ed and Eddie, we're still stuck there. Because he hasn't banned me twice already. Be gone! I can't say thought. That's not really a sush. What is a sush other than a noodle? I'll think of something. Tot? Are you short and round? Can we call you the sush tot? Obvious cracker joke. Okay. The sight of the bulls charging as the last of Plaid's support faded offered the Rolfians in the reservoir at least the opportunity of cover. Oxide 2-0 was already returning to his feet and pulling a pistol from his hip as the lesser Rolfians I'm a coalition of really useful people put together. Alright, so the League of... okay, I see what you did there. Oxide 02 was already returning to his feet and pulling a pistol from his... I won't change that. Alright, let's try. Oxide 2-0 was already returning to his feet and recovering his sidearm, which had become dislodged in the ground during his struggle. As the lesser Rolfians filed in behind the bulls. Yeah, okay. As the lesser Rolfians filed in behind the bulls. Under the cover of their larger allies, the smaller gray figures were free to focus entirely on the assailing the ESG agents on the hill behind them. In their craze, the bulls would manage to shake off some greater level of punishment than they... That's not a finished sentence. In their craze, the bulls would manage to shake off some greater level of punishment than before, but their sudden charge would prove as a great benefit. With Oxide 2-0 adding his efforts to the fray, the Rolfians would power ahead, focusing on a single length of the UCASC's line, forming a more effective formation. Doesn't strike the ear right. Ranging into a more effective formation as they charged. Even under the fire, the group was upon the defending line within seconds, and puncturing through in the seconds that followed. Under such a sudden charge and blind fury, any officer, man or beast would have been helpless to repel such a violent crash of speeding bodies. Claws would lick out for only seconds, trying to catch anything that they could in passing. But the focus to wound had been subdued by a brief glimpse of a bigger picture. Under such opposition, their only focus was to escape. And with the momentum of their kin behind them, they had barely lost any of their remaining members, even with Oxide 2's valiant efforts. Officers of the Commonwealth would ricochet off the ground in an unsettling thump, mercifully protected by the barriers projected and the reactive fibers as they braced their occupants. Curses were immediately muttered by both Commando and ESG operative alike as they hurried. Curses were immediately muttered by both Commando and ESG operative alike as they hurried to keep the retreating foes in their lines of fire. I feel like I need a comment there, but I'll come back to that one later. Save. And that, Nikolai, is about where we are. And Seho has left. Just like, reading. No, I'm sorry, I tried. I put in my best effort. No. We made CO leave because of lack of puns. Yeah, probably that or lack of good writing. Self-deprecation. It's not the best habit to want to get into. Self-deprecation, not the drinking. I don't have a problem. You do. Shut up. We shouldn't have put the puns on pause. Oh, Sush, why do you try to murder me? Alrighty, let's check the notes. See what's... I'm not actively trying... No, so it's a passive effort. ESG in the area. Your death is only the necessary byproduct of me doing something completely unnecessary. Speaking to I want to say lighter. Oh, Sush. Why do you want to hurt me tonight? Oh, wait. No, that's kind of what you do every night. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm gonna have to call in my my defense. Transport Metabot. Go get her, Peppercat. Oh god, this is like Grim and Mandy. Love hurts, Puddin', and I love you to death. And Nikolai split. Oh no, I'm alone with you again. This is why I feel great. Oh god, that was oddly foreboding, wasn't it? Oh, love hurts. Where'd everyone else go? Oh my god, that was the cat from Metabots. Yes, it was Peppercat. Huge fan of Metabots right here. And now I can use that in the keywords. Me too. I actually have fan characters, fan bots of the show I recently put together. I always wanted one, but it always ended up being this horrible knockoff of Metabee. Like, I wanted an old KBT type because I'm always, I guess, more interested or drawn to something old and kind of decrepit fighting the incredible odds. I'm a sucker for an underdog. Oh, Rokusho, you say? Well, this guy's a little beat up, but I got him. He's got the claw and everything. It's just a little sticky. Need some WD-40 on that, buddy. Yeah, this is one of the ones where it had like the tin pat underneath it, and I have long since lost most of the pieces. I need to get the rest of these guys for my birthday. But I wanted my own KBT type, and it always just ended up being this horrible knockoff of Metabee. And I'm kind of happy with my newer one because I kind of I think I kind of found a comfortable medium for looking like an old KBT type without feeling like a knockoff of Metabee or Kantaroth. Okay, Rokusho is the bomb. I think I'm considering if I draw characters for my games, I always draw a crappy brown ragged cape from the neck because he was literally Mewtwo, but for robots. Yeah, and I think he was a little bit more well-adjusted than Mewtwo. Mewtwo had that whole phase of, I'm going to kill you and replace you with clones. Seeing their allies more accurately, hearing the terrible stomping of their bow. The others will turn off. Have you ever played? No, I've actually never played any of them, and my one friend, who unfortunately because of time zone differences can't be in these streams, but she watches them retroactively, which is why I upload them to YouTube in the first place. Hi, Altair! Just the dumbest wave of all time, just smack myself in the face while I'm at it. She actually introduced me to a lot of that, and she has this magnificent comic about her own unique style of Metabot, but she's the one who let me know that the games, apparently you have like a team of 3 and you just trade out Metabots as you go. It's hard for me to find a decent Metabots game, but there's one of a kind like Pokemon with Metabee. Oh god, yeah, no, I've heard about those, and I like some of the soundtrack. Again, because of Altair Sky, I've recently become aware of the game's existence, and I started searching over the soundtrack, and it was pretty good. I like the one beatboxing, and Row Battle is always a good one, especially from the show. I love the show. Alright, well, I am going to be right back. So in the meantime, enjoy the sound of silence and pretend Rokusho is here to entertain you, because I don't have that kind of special effects budget. We rejoin our hero, void of Metabots, but let's continue anyway. Wait a second. Yeah, why ain't I getting a spell check? That doesn't seem right. Editing. No, that's not it. You can build robots with 4 parts you want off your enemy's bot every time you beat them. So eventually you could just take their whole bot away from them. Nice. Insert. Reference. I'll check that out. Oh no! Return of the Shrinking Chair. No. Yeah, let me check OBS. Yes, I'm good in frame. Kind of. Probably. Professional. All right. In 4 turns. Oh wow, that's cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Horrific and twisted tooth. Some. Let me look at the chat here. Yep. Nope. Slowly sinking. Slowly sink. I hate this chair. It was that ginger girl from the show with the... Oh, Nutrinurse! I know Nutrinurse. Not personally, but... No, I know the bot. Oh, please, for the love of God, just be a chair for a little bit. I'd like to not be sinking. I'm going to drink away my sorrows. I'm sorry, Sush. This is too much. Oh God, my pinky! I had to fight my natural inclination to raise my pinky to be as fancy as possible. I used to do that when I was in grade school. Like, you'd just be there with the little milk carton, and it's just like, well, hey, that's fancy and well-mannered. Let's throw that pinky up there, boy. And my parents, I think I had seen it in a cartoon or a TV show or something. Yeah, I think it was an episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy where they were talking about, oh, you have to hold your pinky up when drinking tea. And so it's like, oh, that's fancy. I'm going to be a well-mannered little gentleman. You know, as a 6-year-old, I've got my priorities in straight. Straight in order. And I was a strange child. I bet you'd never have guessed. I'd watch you stream that game on Twitch. I do want to get into Let's Plays eventually. I completely lost it. I should have made tea for tonight. Not for surely looking like a prude reasons, just for having tea reasons. Oh god, I recently got English breakfast tea, and I swear that stuff is so thick it's like drinking mashed potatoes. You could throw it at a wall and watch as it end over ends its way down like a slinky. Whew. It's a filler-upper. Alright. The others would pan with mixed reactions of delight. And bad feeling. Alright, malevolence. Oh no, the spell check isn't working and I am trying to spell intervene. Oh, I get to look stupid. And then everyone in the chat gets to go, no, no, when they're watching the video later. Here, hang on. Can I No, I don't get a cheat there either. Huh. Okay, let me try here real quick. Mean. Okay, so no, I was right. Okay. No, I don't need your help. I am resourceful, thank you. I spelt it myself. I spelt it myself correctly. Go away. That didn't happen. There's no evidence. You can't prove anything. Fake news. You are mean. And for some reason, you are just this angry little adorable anime girl that goes from total and utter joy there in the corner to just like tiny frumpy, my head is full of cauliflower. Sounds about right. And yet you are the one person who endures tonight. The one person to outlast them all. Sush stands tall. Come on. Now watch, the second I stop the stream, everything's just going to go back to working properly. You don't need directly over there. Oh, I just lost the word. Sway. Let me Control F. Spoiler. Okay, so I do italic it. Okay. Do. Sway over the despoiler. I'm getting pretty good at managing a page per session. If only I could manage a consistent voice. One day. I want to be YouTube famous one day, and I'll keep my voice in check. Something other than fool feels overdone. What it do? Ooh, the Romulans are gonna love me. I'll drink them on a house and home. Alright, Sush, give me a good one. Fool seems played out. What do you think? The initial response was moron or idiot. But and no baka, please. Control your inner anime girl. What's a good word, do you think, here? Whippersnapper? Mod isn't 100, thank you. That title comfortably belongs to me. Absolutely baka, always. Yes, no, I know you well enough. Whatever my mom was to assault my dad. Wow! That went from 0 to 100 very quickly. What an interesting family life you have. The PG thing. That's okay. That's nope. Nothing happened. Nope. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You never said anything. Everything's hunky dory. It was flubbered. You said flubbered. I humflubbered your your compadre. I'm gonna have to scroll up here and reread a little bit because it's been quite a bit. So wait a sec, it's all working well up here, why isn't it working down below? Now I have to recall, did I say that Plaid's team had data or the actual relics? Kale ropes very slowly. What the heck is wrong with these people? Hollywood, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, ooh, God, if I want to look for debauchery and how to make something seem like the most heinous, hedonistic creature on the face of the earth, maybe you're right. I should turn my attention to California. Northern California. Yes, unfortunately, I can't use that so directly. It was from... Monkeys, yes. That is slightly less overdone than fool, but I cannot hear the insult of monkeys without thinking of Lord Frieza, yes. Mecha Frieza did not get enough time on the screen. But yeah, monkeys is... Oh, spot on and... Why, thank you. I'm hoping that text isn't sarcastic. Meat toys is what they called them. Okay. Sound like you swallowed a soundboard. Meatballs. Yeah, no. I think we can blossom past meat creature. Hey, Sush, my eyes are up here. PG. Yeah, PG in this case, perfectly gross. Sesra! Oh, the beloved Yinglet and the prodigal Empress of the chat has returned. Nice to see you, my dear friend. We're serving up more not Romulan ale than you could ever want to drink. Oh, I get a little hug. Hang on, we need to simulate the collective fluff of the. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice. Hello, Sesra. How are you doing, you tiny little adorable thing? I've almost done an entire page. Would you believe it? A Nissan Prius. Not so tired and have lots more energy and feel much more like you do now. Well, that's... oh, God, the mental image of just the tiny little Yinglet trying to drive behind the wheel. You'd be right at home in Florida, now that I think about it. You'd probably be a model example of driving for the Florida citizenry. By the way, thank you for the praise on Twitter. I enjoyed the conversation. I'm just sorry that the text limit prevented me from having any more intelligent or insightful a response than what I did muster. Tests the boundaries. Oh God, we're going back to the Owu chat. Yes, perfect for the drivings. I can drive... I'm forced to recall an episode of Mr. Bean where he was trying to load his tiny little car full of goodness knows what. I think he was moving, and what he did was he took and he tied his recliner chair to the top of his small car, and he had like this little shovel handle or paddle or something that he was using to steer and operate the pedals. Very good at this. The tofu set. Oh no, no, ew, get out of here. Thank you. And it's very good to have you. Oh, good God, I hope not. I'm gonna have to have Sesra consume the sushi noodle. That sounded significantly less PC than what I intended, but as we've established, canonically in the stream, sushi is just one noodle, like an elbow macaroni about that big, that somehow achieved sentience and then completely lost that sentience by embracing anime. I say after having a long discussion about our favorite anime cartoon, or one of our favorite anime cartoons, Metabots. What, a sentient noodle just like absorbing as much anime as it can? I am happy. You set things straight. blush as I have arrived on the stream and your productivity. No, it will be just fine. 15% at most. I have started my own donation pool. I'm going to build a wall to keep distraction out. It's like that movie Ted, but the teddy bear just becomes an otaku. Oh. Oh. That makes Sush pay for it. Oh, yes. Yinglets can build tunnels. We'll build tunnel walls. I might not be the best at tunnels, but if there's one thing I know from egregious amounts of misused spare time, it's trenches. You can build walls underground. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just called more ground. Lift the entire country only a few inches. No tunnels. No tunnels. You see that? Sush here is really just flexing that brain tonight. Why hasn't anyone else thought of it? Just lift it up. Just lift it somewhere else. You know, it's first grade, Cesra. It's first grade. Just lift it up. Lift it up. I like Sush's idea. Perfect. Flawless logic. She's from Canada, after all. So, flawless, unquestionable logic at any given moment forever. The Trudeau seal of approval. God, I gotta find out whether I said that it's Maud who had the data or whether it was Plaid and which one has the relics. I know Pladvog had the hostage. And I'm not going to let go of my hair until I figure it out. Out of the map. This cut the country out of the map. And paste on a different blank map by itself. Then perfect isolation. No more world problem. Wow. Oh, Sush, she's giving you a run for her money. I don't know. I might have to change my vote here. President Cesra, first Ying president. The Valsalian party, man. It's alluring. Proof Trump is a bigot and walls don't work. Canada still has a border wall and still around 50 Americans. Oh no, sorry, Sush, you lost me. No, God, no, no. Oh no, I know exactly who that is and what he's doing and why. You can stop. You can stop immediately. Oh, no, why? No, goodness gracious, why? No, That's what makes it worse. This is someone I respect immensely because he is an absolute mental powerhouse with the projects he's working on. And he does this stuff just to annoy me. His greatest goal in life, just so... Look, glass is coming off. We're serious now. I'm glasses pointing. I have reached maximum white person level of seriousness, okay? This is the top of it. We are Teddy Roosevelt level 9. But he is immensely intelligent and does this stuff just to push my buttons because he knows it pushes my buttons. And every time I talk to him and he makes this a daily basis about, I have to deal with a call starting with a woo, ha-whoa, and other goofy Elmer Fudd sounding stuff that makes me want to put my head into a revolving glass door and find the nearest linebacker and say, excuse me, sir, would you mind giving this the sturdiest kick you can manage? The pain of consciousness has become too great for me to bear. Oh, now we have someone else popping up. Would someone paste the link of the chat, or of the stream in the chat so I can get my other friend in here? I think she'd enjoy seeing some of this. People's poppings. I know Pepperidge Farm needs to step up their game. You know, the protein of people popping is just absolutely unmatched. Do 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 do. You're testing me. You're testing me. Oh, by the way, my friend here actually wanted to meet you, Sesra. He is into the webcomic as well, and I told him about you personally, and he's actually wanted to meet you. So please forgive his facade, which he's doing to want to annoy me. I think you guys will actually enjoy talking a good deal. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Your compliments gall me when they're shrouded in goofiness such as that. Goodness gracious. Oh goodness, that's tragic, Sush. I'm very sorry. This is going to be the rest of the stream, just going back and looking for stuff. Don't want to finish up a tiny bit of page and then just being, okay, bye. I don't know how to award the stars. Is there a way to? No. Is there a way to? No. I'm sorry. The universe just likes Sesra more. Oh! I know why it is. Sesra does art streaming. Need a proper DP for my Picarto account. Sec. There are stars for premium accounts. Yeah, no. Sesra's just that awesome. Do you have any idea how many clams a poor Yinglet has to pull out of rivers and lakes and streams with their bare feet to get $5? It's terrible, man. Just flick this and have my little Zen bell to want to come back down off my blood pressure high from talking to my friend Jacob. The end is nigh. Oh, that's that's foreboding. Well, we have the apocalypse in chat now. And it keeps killing my friend Jacob. Awesome. Hey, hello you. I know exactly who that is with the Megarian A. Or I. The end isn't... Oh, no. Howdy. So, I have an announcement for you. Do you mind if I use your actual name? We're all friends here, or is there a specific handle you want me to use for the stream? This question goes to The End Is Nigh. Go right ahead. Well, Katie, I have some great news for you, and I'm going to plug this, especially now that Cesra's here. A friend of mine called the Character Consultory, who you can find on YouTube, and I will link eventually. I have a note here, I won't forget. Is doing a video based on my universe, specifically one of my little species. You might remember them as the Yoggle. I know some of you remember that better than others, and I really look forward to seeing that happen. I will be linking to the video. Hopefully I can re-upload it a little bit later, but I will hold off out of respect if she does give me the go-ahead to want to do that, just to give her video a chance to get around, because the work she does is fantastic. You go to her with your character, and she is very well versed in psychiatric profiles and evaluating people, because that's actually a profession she's in. And she applies this to fictional characters, and you can commission her and get these broad videos like dissecting and studying your character, and it is wonderful. And there's a multitude of other things she does on her channel as well. So check that out. I will be linking it. I will plug that little thing and her entire channel for as long as I can, from the highest mountaintops that I can, until my Adam's apple just causes the threads of my tie here to unravel and fade into oblivion. Ooh, what's this? And that's ooh, not ooh, for those of you listening at home. That is the wrong thing. Photograph. Aha. Oh, I'm going to grab a little picture in case you don't see it. We have a work in progress. A work in progress. We have a work in progress for the new picture of the Yoggle. Big nostril, bigger eye. Aye. But yes, you want to talk about little noodle people. That is going to be the Yoggle. And they have already been mentioned in the book, but that was ages ago. Alright, let me scroll up here a little bit. When you can only see half of it, yes. I might just keep it vague. Your avatar hasn't updated. It will, don't worry. It's just been stunned and stunted by the uwu speak you were pelting and bombarding me with. It needs the chat needs to air out first. We need to get an exorcism. Let me see. Yeah, go ahead and cry. Get it out of your system. That's the usual response for being in my company for a very... Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, no. It's worse than E. coli and worse than Ebola by 100,000 times. Oh, no. I'm almost out of water. Stares blankly into the void. I know that feeling. It's called working 9 to 5. Iwi? That's a new one. Yeah, I think we can all relate to that feeling. Right. Oh, Sush, you will never cease to impress me and amaze me and horrify me with the things you know. I'm going to need some of that miracle cream that you were showing me in that that one video that allows people to evolve into higher levels of consciousness. Oh God, 2 guys chilling in a hot tub, 6 feet apart, 'cause they're not gay. I've seen that one before. Ah, that's delightful. Let's see. Not here, it hasn't. Spell it out. You are a writer. No, I turned it to Flesh Toy. I think it's similar enough. Oh yeah, no. Mod isn't a very bad... Jacob, stop it. I know the power to exercise you, and I will send that knowledge into the chat. I think Katie's running out of power. Her battery's getting a little... Do you know why Meatball is much better than Flesh Toy? If I were... Okay. Touche, Sush, touche. PG. It's PG here. Jesus. all this to get one page done. Oh, I was doing so much last time. Like I've been very good about working in between streams here of late, so hopefully, eventually, by next Wednesday, we'll be well beyond this point. I wonder if you can do that with... Hang on a sec. Scientific curiosity coming on here. The devil. Not hardly. And there we go. You're empty. Now, this is probably going to be murder to the microphone, but I am curious. Can we... I always... You have to set it down to do that. I always loved, as a kid, seeing people do that. There's just too many things at once. Can we? Oh, you won't go on a silver chalice. Come on. Guess not. Well, that's science. You know, Michael from Vsauce. There's your next video. Why don't silver chalices make the little noise when you put your finger over them? Another drink on the house? No, I'd prefer it to be in a glass because it's easier to reach. I can do that with glass. I once did that with a plastic cup. So that's very, very disappointing that this didn't happen. Maybe I just had too much water in it? I don't know. Granted, the the plastic cup kind of sounded like someone trying to play a set of bagpipes with a plastic stop whistle. Plastic conspiracy theories. It's just whether the glass is real or if it's just plasticky at work. I thump it with a finger. Oh yeah, no, here we've got the little Zen Buddha bell here. So while the chat is going insane, I can just try and find inner peace. Please set me free. You're going to zoom in on a video of a plastic cup and see the shadow of glassoid. What the heck is a glassoid? That sounds like a future Scotsman. Make sure that if something gets knocked off the shelf, it won't involve dozens of shards. Yeah, no, when working with the elderly, the last thing you want is something with the capability of puncturing them. Because they break like... They break like soft fruit. Cesara's just sitting there very desperately trying to get through all this. Glassoids are the reptoids made of glass that make woo noises when you touch the glass cups. Dumb computer, I type in the wrong screen. So... Glass reptoids. Oh, God almighty. I don't think anyone else in the chat knows about the reptoid movement, which is sort of my intellectual whipping post for some in the Infinity Quest universe. So they're brothers and sisters. Oh, God. Hello, Cesra. Oh yeah. No, it's like a jackhammer on the keys. Hmm. I think I'm annoying, but definitely change flesh toy for meatball, maybe. Monkey boy. You have some very interesting insults, Sush. Ooh. Ooh, nope. I know what I want to do here. I'll change it. Polyp. Polyp. Let me. There we go. That's a fun one. And you said change flesh toy. Yeah, we've seen where that goes. Did I get something of that? I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's all it needs to be. Oh. Here. Of course, Jacob, when you get all big and popular from your amazing novel that you're going to be putting together, you're going to have to sit here and do writing streams too and watch. Let everybody sit and wonder and watch as you craft the most masterful, thought-provoking novel with the most unsettling but brilliant system ever created, while simultaneously sitting and pulling your hair out, wondering what to write next. Toilet morsel. Toilet morsel. No, sorry. It has already been preordained in the fate books of fate. You must stream. We must watch you type. And you have to wear a nice fancy suit in the 1940s tie, too. Uh, this is the kind of thing I want it to be on television without having to have an R rating. So I'd say this is pretty tame. I think that's your question, Sush. Oh, yeah, probably for the best. All right, well, since the fancy water is out, we're gonna have to default back to our old friend, massive tank of plastic water and bendy straw. Slang for alcohol, yes, but from like a very impoverished part of town. The kind of part of town where everyone's name's Cletus, and Jeremiah, and Bill. Another shot of the fancy water. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Reminds me of this. Oh boy. Yep, let's give it a look-see. What is this?
Winchester.
Oh.
Come on, boy. Winchester. Come on, boy. Remington.
Okay, hang on. No, we need the headphones.
Browning. Come on, Browning. Black. Decker. Get over here, you two. Come on. DeWalt.
Oh.
God damn it. Menard. Come on, boy. Hey, where are my
That's a
boys?
good one.
That lock, stock, smoking barrel. Where'd y'all go?
Okay, hang on. Let me recall one here.
Home Depot. Let's go. Cold
Home Depot. Let's go.
I'm not asking twice. Come on, boy. Holster.
Holster. That's the one they got. That's the one that gets him. Okay. No, I'm gonna pass this little gem on to you guys, and I'm probably gonna watch this later when I'm done. When I'm done streaming, just for my own amusement. Here you go. You guys have fun with that, and let me just make sure that's the right one. Yep. Boo-ba-doo, boo-boo-doo, boo. Yep, that's the right one. Awesome. You guys have fun with that one. That one's a spiritual awakening. Home Depot. Yep. Home Depot, let's go. Let's go. The irony is, I just stopped at a Lowe's today. It's home from my way from work, and it's right across from a Home Depot. Like they're just sort of angrily perched, staring at one another in this endless stare down to see who blinks first. I'm more of a Lowe's guy. Lowe's, in direct reference to my intelligence. I just wanted to call it Dog Horseman. Oh yeah, Sush is a noodle of very simple pleasures. One of them being naming beehives. And you know what? Good on you. That's adorable. Makes no legitimate sense, but it's adorable. You keep doing you. See a cat with wings. Think about it. The cat would no longer be staring at the bird. No, because then all the birds would just die. Call it groundhog. That dingus would be dinner. Ooh, yeah. I'm telling you. So, I managed to get a whole page done today. Yay! We're really kicking it up. We're setting the bar. Eventually, by one of these streams, by one of them, I'll be able to do a chapter. And just sit here and, hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to be Mr. Charismatic and yes, yes, yes to this and no to that and how you doing and oh, I'm glad to hear it. T. Like the signal fires. Oh, that's cool. I've never actually learned how to do those. Like, I heard a lot about, oh, you got so much Native American in you growing up when I was in Pennsylvania. Never once learned how to do the smoke signals. I have no idea how to tie a lasso, and I really don't know how to do that. Even though most of our school field trips were to the, come here, Black and Decker, kind of areas where we just watch little makeshift rodeos. Yeah, no, that doesn't work so well with me because when I try it, the cloth usually ends up on fire or the fire ends up somewhere well a ways from where it started. Just ashes and soot and cinders everywhere. Yeah, no, you are dealing with a 12th level intellect here. You know, what me and fire together, you know, you're asking for some modifications to the surface of the planet. Tree limb? What the hell's a tree limb? It doesn't even have skin. It don't even have a head. How can it have limbs? I have lost the right to wear the smarty glasses. They're prescription, by the way. It's not just to look like a complete and utter tit, as, you know, the rest of my outfit might as well be. What do you call these? Bush hair. I'd prefer not to. Ooh. All right, let's save. What do you call bark? Sad brown boy skin. Bark. I call them branches. Tree leaves have bark, leaves. Yeah, no. Before this goes too far and people think I'm a legitimate simpleton or a lummox, I know a little bit more than that. I was being hyperbolic for the sake of for the sake of humor here. I'm not quite that much of a brainlet. There's something going on up here. At least I hope so. Hopefully, I'm not kept around by Jacob and Sesra just for their own personal amusement of watching just the doltiest of clowns stumble around. Anyway, this has been a very fun stream. Thank you to everyone who showed up, and the winners of the chat tonight, everybody who's still with me at the end of this. Thank you to Jacob, thank you to Sesra, Sushi Maru, and Katie. Thank you all very much. It means a lot to me that you showed up here to want to watch me piece this together, and hey, hopefully one of these days a book's going to come together around all of this, and you've been here to watch it happen. Excuse me. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it all. I will see you all next time. Open up OBS on screen so we look professional. Leal. Someone just entered as I was saying goodbye. Oh no. Oh no. Who's Leal? Does anyone know who Leal is? Because I was about ready to end this, and now I feel bad. Well, whoever you are, thank you for coming. Hang on. We need appearances. We need to keep up appearances. I need that extra morsel of brain power. There we go. Hello, Leal. Thank you very much for joining. This is an intelligent professional space for intelligent professional people. Obviously, we've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Back to the meat and potatoes of this. I thank you very much, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate it dearly, and I look forward to seeing you all this coming Wednesday. Leal, I am so sorry that the stream is ending, but thank you for participating, no matter how short it was. Hopefully, this coming Wednesday, when I stream again, I will get to enjoy your company in greater detail. So, until then, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And here's to hoping that your novels come together a little bit quicker. Bye.